And we here for another one. We here for another one. Shout out to the people that's coming through. And I'm gonna break some down in a few when I start getting the chat buzzing and getting some people in. But yeah, we back for another one. We back. When it come down
A
to
North
it,
Texas family says they have a
yeah, we back right here doing our thing once again. Um, so for all the people that's coming in, getting to be a YouTuber now, so I gotta say this: hit the like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be informed every time. I sound like Alonzo right now. I drop new content, and as always, share, share, share. Shout out to my guy Alonzo. Hey, when it come down to it, man, this what we gotta do. This what we gotta work on. This what we gotta accomplish. It all boils down to what are we doing? How are we doing it? And, say the least, with dealing with life insurance, you got to have everything together, have a plan, figure out what's going on, you know. Shout out to Sheila in the building, always. Thanks, Sheila. And for all the people, we got to work through everything we need to do to, make money. And to making the money, it's all about us, looking at our options, seeing what we're gonna do, what are the things we're gonna do to accomplish our goals, how we're gonna move to the next level, and so forth. And doing that, breaking down the money and breaking down the money, us knowing us breaking down the money, letting us know where the money's going, so forth. So basically, this is just the one. I'm gonna go ahead and just share the screen right quick. Uh, I talk about Alonzo a lot, CG Wealth Solutions, and basically just jump right into here. Shout out to Alonzo, shout out to CG Wealth Solution Group, and where's your money going? You know, let's go back to home. As it stands, you know, if you need life insurance, any other retirement plan, that's what we're focusing on. But investments, disability, you know, all these things that above, you need to learn. As far as business, you know, what is the things that you want to do to take life to the next level? A lot of people, don't think about their future until it's too late. And when it's too late, meaning that, you suffered at the hands of cancer, you're suffering at the hands of, certain illness, old age to the point. It's to a degree, it's never too late, but it's going to cost you. And most people tend to want to, hit that point before it costs them severely. So going back up, what are the key things that we want to do for our family? And this goes into retirement. Like, what am I wanting to do as far as with my family in order to, you know, live a good life? What are my plans? Um, what are my future goals? Let's say I don't have a family. How am I supposed to live without a family? The same way. Let's say I do have a family. How am I supposed to live? The same way. See, that goes back into what I was saying, having a knowledge of self mindset. And I'm actually off the screen, so I'm gonna have to click back on there in a minute so I can start seeing the chat. But having knowledge of self, Just because the situation change, you don't change. You adjust to the situation, but you really don't change. You've already planned this thing out. So, for instance, with me, I have kids. I'm married. Just because I started having kids, I would adjust for my kids in the situation to fit within the plan. But the plan is already to have kids. So I'm just have to adjust certain things to better suit their needs. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing that's pretty much needed to be changed. I already knew I was going to have kids. So therefore, if I knew I'm going to have kids, what is the thing that I need to do? Prep and prepare for them. Certain things that need to be done, you know, as far as benefiting them, thinking about their school. I've always told people that, I move according to the area which my school for my kids. Uh, my kids went to this school over where I stay is one of the most, you know, um, they're best in technology as far as the elementary school. This is a tech school. So basically it's good for that. And that's elementary. Towards high school, I'm going to look at their best options right now. One of my kids is going to be, he got into a program to where he's going to be going to a science, and they're strictly based, is dealing with science in that school and a little tech, but mostly science. And he's going to have opportunity different than his brother because it's going to have less people in the class. And I mean, it's just not, it's like a lottery. Some kids get in, some kids don't, no matter if they're having the same family or not. The ones that work the hardest, put in the work, they get it. So, but saying the least, if I'm going to have to take him to school every day, then so be it. Because I have to adjust. I've already set in my mind that the things I need to do, adjust to make it better. Yes, I don't have to change my plans in life. Same thing about retirement. Most people literally have to change their mindset about retirement. I've already known about me retiring. I've already had a plan of putting my money in my life insurance and buying some apartments later in my later years and start that for the family and, putting things together. Now, as far as with my retirement, I have to adjust certain things to make it better, but I've already got a blueprint of things. And that's the whole thing. A lot of people don't have that blueprint. And the reason I put that picture up of Future with all that money holding in his hand is due to, what's going on, Kev? Was due to me showing that a lot of people don't have no future goals, man. We stuck in this mindset to just only, deal with the right now. The ramifications of right now, it only is going to hold us to a certain degree, to where we're going to be sitting here trying to think, trying to work with, trying, and not getting the job done. That's the thing that, kind of pushes me to kind of go harder, go better, as far as dealing with, certain things. And I keep trying to inform people, do the research now. You look at your investments. What are you going to be investing in? What is the biggest thing that people need to do in order to, get through this economy right now? I just was on Women in Linux, and they had an awesome show. And the show basically was talking about I bonds and dealing with I bonds that you can actually get 9 point, I think it was 9.5 or 9.6% interest on the money, and you can as low as $20 to get an I bond. and like what's going to be our biggest far as in the future. So I'm gonna get ready to go to one of these videos, and basically it's gonna go through one of the things I was just talking about, because basically looking at your future and seeing what's going on, hey, that is having that mentality of playing chess, not checkers. A lot of people say that in reference to it, but you know, you got to be motivated. You got to be in it to win it. So this one right here, shout out to Alonzo dropping this one. So I'm gonna hit this one. I'm gonna always show my guy Alonzo. All right, so we here.
Back to when you first graduated, either high school or college, what is the best piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
Buy life insurance, whole life now. A lot of things people don't understand is this America, namely the Rockefellers, started with whole life policies that allowed them to basically put a policy on 15, 20 members of the family, and they put it in a trust that kept their money together. And they borrowed money from the trust to buy cars and buy houses instead of handing it to the banks. And they've done that over and over and over again. And now with information age, things like that are available. For instance, I booked one of my sons, 19 years of age. He pays $200 a month for $300,000 death benefit. Along the way, when he's 35, wants to buy a house, he has $50,000 he can pull from that. When he's 50, his kid starts going to college, he'll have over $100,000. Also, when you're 71 years of age, you have $1 million cash, you have $1 million in death benefit. All I can say is this. If you want to become successful, simply follow the steps of those who have already created some type of success. And to learn more about cash value life insurance, click on the link in my bio.
Hello. And basically with that, man, hope I wasn't getting echoing. Shout out, man of the hour. What's going on, Lonzo? Like I said, I always got a rep for you. FBA Goddess, what's going on? Shout out, you're in the building. But like I said, man, when it comes down to it, just weighing your options, it'll be so much easier to invest in yourself and to have that. Excuse me. You drink some water. I see why people pour water on the side while they be doing the broadcast. Ain't number 12 minutes in, it got the cotton mouth. But shout out to everybody that's coming in. But like I said, it's real. When it comes down to your retirement, plain and simple, you got to be prepared. You got to actually put things in perspective. Do I want the longevity or do I want the right now? Because honestly speaking, the right now versus the longevity, you're going to get old. You got to prepare for that. You got to prepare for your older age. You got to have that long-term care situation set up. And I should have gone ahead and did this already. But I think I might go ahead and do this while I'm actually talking because I can do that in the backside. But like I said, I was on Women in Linux, and they had a great show yesterday. And all their shows always be impactful, even though it is tech pace, but they mainly, talk about current events and, just overall. And I like the show. Great. Those women do an awesome job, and I'm actually going to put them over here on my other channel, which I'm going to change, might end up having some type of ratchet side over there, probably. But yeah, when it came down to it, they were having a discussion, and it was regarding
Florence fit in this happy life.
If you would have
one of the big playing movies in Florida, from what I see and what I experienced, is Lakewood Ranch.
how would you be able to, you know, work with that?
I think it was the A plus and the network.
Let's see.
For most of us, and then we blow this up. And yeah, he retired back in 1999. Right? For most of us, it's simply July 1st. But New York Mets fans know it's a different name, Bobby Vanilla Day.
Okay.
Each year on the 1st of July, the former Mets collects a paycheck of under 1.2 million all the way until 2035. He retired in 1999.
Yeah.
And until 2035, he's gonna collect 1.2 million.
Back is
right
coming in. All right, there we go. I didn't know y'all was hearing that in the background. But yeah, when it comes down to it, we do. I mean, honestly speaking, a lot of us don't, have the necessary, kind of mindset to work and do certain things. Basically, so that live stream was talking about, and I want to kind of play it, but I guess I can just talk about it. I'm gonna try to play a little bit of the video, and just to show their channel, and it's actually a good channel, a great channel. I could even say a great channel. Let me go ahead and hit the like over here since I'm over here on my other channel, which I'm gonna probably be making that channel more visible in a little bit, and going from there. And there was a guy on here. He was talking about the tech side of things, and it was a great conversation. I actually jumped up, was talking about life insurance and stuff like that too, because basically I wanted to let them know, because I was actually working. I mean, you're gonna see what I was doing later too, because I'm actually gonna put that up. How I was moving this shit. I mean, I've been doing a lot of work over the weekend, but I haven't been posting all that. I just been making videos of it and stuff. Okay, trying to get back to the situation at hand. Yeah, they were having a discussion. All right, let me see if this right here is it, so I can go ahead and show it. Share it, share it, share it. And shout out to the people that's coming in. Like I said, go ahead and hit that like button, and shout out to y'all for coming through. I'm only gonna play a little bit of this because I didn't really ask, so don't want to overstep.
Question, but related to another video I saw you from. Do you have a way to avoid being set up to make 46,000?
So
When you say that, I'm not sure.
Do
you drop the link and you can come up and ask the question? I'm not really sure that on that one. What you're asking? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to go back out.
Okay, so Bobby Vanilla used to be a baseball player back in the day, and he's actually set over a decade ago, and he's still getting paid 1.22 million from in his contract.
Yeah.
1.2 million.
By doing lives, you technically get a little more people to actually fall through. I mean, because most people just all they do is scroll the chats, and so to see somebody on live, that do help sometimes. Because I've been on your Twitter when y'all was talking on Twitter and stuff, because I actually joined on your Twitter chat, and I've been on there a couple of times and just sitting back and listening and stuff like that. But yeah, live on YouTube, you can get more subs, especially attaching yourself with certain people, or just YouTube is more of like a fan thing, to where if you have people that like follow you that are diehard, they're gonna be there. And then the ones that, are kind of celebrity or some status, like people know me from different channels. Um, I go on the Roger Report. Roger Report, it's a Manosphere channel, but at the same time, like I always say, I come from my perspective. I don't consider myself to be in the Manosphere, but I relate to some of those guys because I understand what's going on. And by me being a man, I know the woes that most of those guys go through. Now, agreeing with all those guys, no, but I do agree to the extent of some of the things that they go through. Uh, and same thing when it comes to other channels. I go on Sheila channel a lot. Yeah, I found you on Twitter. Actually, how did I find you on Twitter? Did you say something about it or some? I don't forgot how I found you on Twitter because I know y'all had this thing when I think it was Michi and who was that got into it? Tariq. And so y'all had a discussion on Twitter, and it was one of those chats where I jumped in and just sat in there and listening to y'all talk. Then there was another one, I forgot what that one was about, but I remember distinctly about that one because that was when they was messing with yeah, it was funny. They was messing with Boyce when Boyce was over there trying to steal people's name. Soon as he see you getting hot, he'll go and snatch your domain name and stuff. But yeah, we kind of getting off topic. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, but I mean, going live it do help, especially if you deal with people that go live a lot. I mean, you doing a lot of broadcast dealing with the community and also dealing with crime and stuff. A good channel to kind of link up with and go over there and be supported is through MG TV. Make this go viral TV. Make this go viral. That's her channel, Miss V. I will go ahead and try to pull it up to where you can see her channel and link to her channel. Let me go ahead and open another screen up and then I'll do it over there. Miss V. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and share so you can see her channel to where you can go ahead and sub to her. And like I said, what's going on, 10-4. But hold on. I gotta give you. Yeah, let me go ahead and share this. While I'm sharing this, I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm gonna share. Don't need no audio. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And this is her channel right here. She do a lot of and she talked about the one down here in Atlanta. I missed this one. Yeah, that was the video in Atlanta where the guy crazy shot this girl because she put mayonnaise, extra mayo on the sandwich. Like by far the dumbest thing ever to shoot somebody, and dude's gonna get so much time behind it because being stupid get you paid with a vacation, a long vacation. Literally shot somebody. I mean, like, how crazy can you be? But boom, there you go, jumping on. All right, but yeah, check her out. Check her channel out. She does a lot of stories. Like I can scroll through. She does a lot of shares and everything, but mainly interviews. Well, there's something different. Right? Let me go to her page. I actually got to sign up. This is my secondary, well, my first channel, but now secondary. But she do a lot of videos. You know, the woman in Dallas, she talked about that issue, and this is her other page, her LLC. This the one where she does her business content, and also for people like with YouTube. Look how she does tutorials. Uh-oh. Video something. Okay, that's that right there. But she does tutorials showing you how to add banners. I mean, when you get to see in the corner over here, uh, subscriber mode only. Um, she's been telling like once you get 100, you can customize your URL. So when you share your channel, I haven't done this yet, but when you get to 100, you can actually customize your URL with your name. So people can actually just go straight there and just type in your name and it comes up easy. That's why when you actually try to go search people's name, it's so hard to find their name because their URL is not connected to their stream name. All right. So basically, with your stream name, that's the issue that you have. So if you go to your URL, fix your URL, and you'll always be found in the search. You know, so I actually got to do that. What's going on, Bruce? Let me go ahead and get you over here. Get the highlight. I got both of the devices going right now, so I'm able to, do double stream. I actually just need to put my other monitor just start because I'm at home. I don't even use this. I'm using a laptop right now. I got two monitors downstairs. I just done hooked a lot of that stuff because I don't be using as much. I'm always on the road. But yeah, thank you, Sheila, for dropping a link. But if you want to get in that FBA, that's her link and connect with her. She can help you grow your channel when she does her lives and just get on there. You can go on live with her or you can just stay in the chat, tell her review your channel. And then also she might want to work with you on some things. But the thing is, I've noticed that getting on YouTube exposure through other channels can actually get more subs to you. Even with me doing the live-a-thon, it's kind of like went down, but to a degree. But actually doing the live-a-thon got me more subs. Technically, right now, I think I'm at like 587. And I've been at 560 for a minute. But like I said, it all depends. The videos that I actually sharing, the things that I'm actually putting on my channel, people want to see. And basically, that's how a lot of people actually grow their channels. But let me go ahead and shoot back over here to this so I can finish out this. And I'll probably come back into this later. But I'm going to go ahead and start back on my retirement. And then I can go ahead and get people, shot in as well to come in. Yeah. And basically, I mean, just go over there, view the channels. And I always tell people when I, kind of get them to go to people's channel, view the person. If you like them, deal with them. If not, no pressure. But it's strength in numbers. And a lot of people fail to realize that when coming on YouTube, because YouTube is technically is more advertised platforms. So the more people know you, the more you be around on YouTube. Not say the least you have to come on every single day, but long as someone speak of you, because there's certain channels you can't even go on a broadcast if nobody knows you. On a live, nobody won't pull you up if nobody knows you because of so many trolls. So going into it, and hey, even Sheila channel, getting on Sheila channel, and Sheila has followers, and getting on her channel, talking, you can probably have a one-on-one with her and just talk about your channel because, like I said, I watch her content a lot. You do a lot of breakdown, within the community, what's going on, the situations, not just on the murders and things of that nature, but to an extent, basically our community, you know, and it's very far in between people, kind of go at it from that way. But digressing a little bit, but let me go back and jump back over here. And I'm gonna share this again with the women in Linux. So you guys can go ahead and, see this for a minute. And I'm actually gonna jump back off and go back over here to Alonzo page because he did an hour, which I'm gonna skip through the video and kind of show, and this is one of the channels I always go on, man, dealing with Alonzo. What's going on, Ray? What's going on, brother? And let me share this and then click on Ray. He just pulled up. What's going on with you? All right. But then let's go ahead and drop this real quick. It's you will see it, baseball player.
So right here, the Mets. Happy Bobby Vanilla Day. Here's why the Mets pay him 1.19 million every July 1st. 1.9 million. For most of us, and let me blow this up. And yeah, he retired back in 1999. Right? For most of us, it's simply July 1st, but New York Mets fans know it's a different name, Bobby Vanilla Day. Each year on the 1st of July, the former Mets collects a paycheck of under 1.2 million all the way until 2035. He retired in 1999, and until 2035, he's gonna collect 1.2 million. Right. All right. So why? Because the Mets deferred. I'm gonna read this and I'll bring you up in a minute. Okay, Ray? I see you in the back. Just hold on a second. All right. Why? Because the Mets deferred the 5.9 million he was supposed to make in 2000 when he was released that January and never played, stretching it out 24 years with 8% interest. That means 5.9 million would actually be 29.8 million. And I just wanted to bring this up because, again, when we talk about accumulating wealth and negotiating and so forth and so on, I just wanted to show you, and this, you don't have to look at this just as a deal from a sports perspective, but look at it as something that you could utilize in your own perspective, right? When you look at stuff.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna stop it right there. This guy from 1999, which is 2000 when the trade was, all the way to 2035. So 35 years, he's gonna get that money. And that's the thing. How is he going to be able to use that money? A lot of people don't understand when it comes down to it. How are you going to be able to use that money? Dealing with his family. This is why I talks about generational wealth a lot. Like literally all that money every single year for 35 years. Yeah. Lonzo, see, that's the main reason I talk about that, man. Dang, I wish I can do share from my phone. I already have it all set up, but I'm gonna have to email it. Then didn't really have everything set up like I should have had. But let me see if I can pull this up. But Chadwick Boseman actually, with his family and their situation, he literally, and I actually just got this yesterday. I thought that the family actually went to court and kind of fought for that money, but technically speaking, it was the wife who did it. She was the one who, wanted to split the money with his family. And I honestly, man, I thought that was a completely noble thing, because when it comes down to it, she was married to him. She didn't have to share that money if she didn't want to, you know. And so I honestly thought that was a noble thing for her to do, to actually, share that money with him, with his family, just, hey, that was the best of the best, because I actually thought that the family was trying to go at that money. And I'm, in my head, I'm like, why? Why are they actually going at that money when that's the wife's money? Like, who's going to be there for her, throughout all this? So, my biggest thing was, hey, why are they even touching this money? And to the degree came out later that, it was the family, when it came to her, she agreed to, give the family money. And I was not mad at that at all, because most people tend to be greedy. When it comes to family, it gets rough. We really honestly don't know the ramifications around most people, because we don't trust them. And to have our family come in and, do certain things, it plays a big part. All right. Let me go ahead and share this so y'all can see this. Because this was like a crazy situation when it came to Chadwick and his family, and dealing with, the loss. All right, there we go. So his estate, technically speaking, during all those movies, he was going through a situation with cancer, and his estate was 3.8 million. His wife got 1.15 mil. The family got 1.15 mil. The government got 1.5 million. They got more than the family did. And say the least, we're not even going to just talk about with the trust of will, which he could have been protected that money, so the government wouldn't have got that much money. And let's say Black Panther 2 came out and he was in that would have probably put him more over the top to, getting close to a $500 million right there. To say the least, at least a couple 200 million. But look at the very bottom, right above, like under the black. It says probate court took 900,000, 9K, but 900,000. The court system took 900,000 out of just justifying this money. And the situation is, it took over 2 years, literally over 2 years. Over 2 years. Yeah, Alonzo, you're right, man. When it comes down to it, hey, trust lawyer. Will, 2,500. Or better yet, put it in a life insurance policy. Putting that money in a life insurance policy, soon as he got that check cut, paid his taxes, dropped that money in a life insurance, if anything happened, he already signified where the money's going. It can't be taxed twice. The government is not touching that. They would have never got that 1.5. The debt that he had would have died with him, because they cannot say, if you have money, you need to go on your life insurance to pay us. Against the law. That's why the rich do it. And I'm going to go through this once again. Same thing with Matt Romney. Matt Romney, this guy has been, shelling money for years, man. Been ducking and putting stuff to the side. And, like I say, this is the thing as far as retirement. As far as us getting into retirement, and that I always big up Alonzo on this. Me and him have our talks, man. When it comes down to it, people just not informed or in the know when it comes to life insurance because they keep looking at the situation in which, hey, oh, I don't have enough money. Hey, if you have enough money for your basics, the things that you mostly do on a regular, you have enough money for life insurance. You literally have enough money for life insurance. And when it says the least, a lot of people, they typically just don't, be in the know. So when it comes down to it, you sort of get taken advantage of over the time because if you don't know, you just don't know. You know, and having to know is actually doing the research. With me, I was only told about life insurance. That was it. I wasn't given the rundown of how life insurance is going to protect my family. I wasn't given the rundown how this and that. Only thing that I was told was, having life insurance, it protects your family in case your untimely demise. That the family will have money to bury you. There was no talks about generational wealth. There was no talks about leaving money for the next generation. No talks of none of that. Only talks it was to make sure you don't be a burden when you die for the next generation. That was it. You know, that completely was it. Anything other than that, I wasn't taught it. And like I said, with Chadwick, man, it was easy. Just taking that money, putting it in a policy, and everything, say the least, would have been right up the alley, man. No worries. I'm gonna slide to another screen right quick and go over here and show you this. Now, you can handle this and what's going on, Frugal Mama. Actually, FBA, Alonzo is a licensed life insurance agent. So you might want to connect with him as well, and he can give you some tips on that. I mean, having the money in the life insurance and is already you have a beneficiary set up, you're good. But the will can protect you in other ways as well. You know, trust preferably better, but I mean, having that money in there and having a person say you have kids, if your child's under 18, that money is going to go to that guardian, So you might want to, yeah, Lonzo just replied, but you might want to weigh your options, and that's when the will steps in and it'll be a little more better, you know. But let me go ahead and share this and you can look at Lonzo's response. Let's see. Stop. And we go here again. I mean, just when it come down to it, a lot of people, what's going on? We were just talking, they say when somebody talking about you, you pop up. Let's see, is it this one? Or is it the next one? Nope, that one. All right, here we go. Okay, this is what I was just talking about earlier. And McRomney having I think the other one, this one pretty much didn't give in the detail, just talking about him having the money. And the other article I seen with Matt Romney, he had $197 million set aside for his 7 kids and I think 15 grandkids. That was just for the kids. That wasn't for his wife. That was just strictly under the grandkids in a trust. So if anything happens to him, those kids, that money is going to be divided amongst the parents and so forth. And we just was talking about you, and there you go pulling up. Yeah, a lot of people, things get liquidated, may. Yep. And that's the thing with probate. You lose more money by not having that vehicle set up for the family. You know, and due to a lot of different states, they had Alonzo, plain and simple. I was on a luncheon with Alonzo. He had a brunch and a discussion over this. And I learned that information to where the lady, she had her mom and dad had life insurance. The dad, due to his demise, and it was the life insurance was just between the mom and dad, and never put the policy in the daughter's name. So when the mom died, it literally took her 2 years to get the money. Paid so much through probate because they have to go through the family and make sure nobody in the family wants to try to get some of that money and all that. And you can have a cousin from Timbuktu, as they say, come in and say, well, this was my favorite cousin. She's always said that she was going to leave me some money when she retired, this and that, and so forth, and go into that. And when it comes down to it, sorry reading the chat, but when it comes down to it, hey, if your name is not on there, you actually lose everything. It takes you so much time and energy. And that young lady, I knew she had to take out a loan to bury her mother from somebody somewhere. Then have to go there and go through the system to actually get the money before she can actually go at it again. I'm gonna let Alonzo hit that question, but yeah, when it comes down to it, having your money already, like the retirement, everything, military, 401k, money in account, and you okay. Now, having anything set up to a degree is a whole lot better. Having everything set up is a whole lot better. In situations, a lot of people fail to realize when you don't properly prepare, it's a lot of hiccups and situations. Going into it with your family. Let's say the least family member of ours, he's going through probate now because his mom and dad died during COVID. And the crazy thing was they died back to back. So the dad died first. The mom died like little less than a day later. Both of them had the insurance in their name. So now he's fighting through the court system to try to get the life insurance. He had to take the money out of his own pocket, bury both his parents. They both had life insurance now, but to the degree it was only set up in their name. And, people never think that far. I mean, who was his parents? Gen Xers, I think. Baby boomers. His parents were baby boomers. So they didn't think that far that, to the degree that they would have to leave the money to their kid because they've always had that life insurance policy up under both of their names. And when it comes down to it, that's a situation to where they pretty much just didn't know. Like, it was crazy. And all right, so we're gonna do like checking your credit and stuff. Planning for the future is one thing. Having decent credit, it all depends on you. You pay your bills on time, it's never gonna be an issue. Okay, I would say the least with this. With getting insurance through your company, if you can't take it with you, it absolutely sucks. You get life insurance, any like even with your 401k plan. If you have a 401k through your company and it's not of a major company, Vanguard or something like that, you lose. You lose. You lose. I mean, getting it through your company is good to a certain extent, you know. But I mean, that's the whole thing. Life insurance is for life, you know. Burial insurance is one thing. That's what I'm looking at getting for myself. You know, is just burial insurance due to the fact that if anything ever happens, oh yeah, Miss V, I sub to both of your channels on my first channel. I'm actually gonna change the name and use that channel for something else. But yeah, but you know, getting I'm actually thinking about getting burial insurance uh through this place out here in Atlanta is Willie Watkins, and it's a funeral home and they've been around for years. And I'm only reason I'm thinking about getting that because I want all my money that I have in my life insurance to go strictly to my wife and kids. I don't want none of that money set aside for anything else but them. So basically, that's only what that money is going to be for. Just strictly the family, you know. And shout out to Alonzo. He said in the chat, universal life insurance, where it goes off the S&P 500, and you know, it's good. It's great. Okay, the the reason why, okay, like I said earlier, the reason why I want burial insurance is only because I want to strictly have the money to my wife. Now, with your life insurance through your job, you want to actually ask some questions, and I would actually hit Alonzo up dealing with those questions and things of that nature. I mean, he has plethora of videos that you can go through and find out some information too as well. But having a one on one can actually kind of help you out basically. But going through that job insurance, you gotta basically know and tell if you ever leave that job, can you? It's like with 401k. Can you take that with you? Vanguard is one of the biggest companies, you know, and with that big company Vanguard, if anything happens, you pretty much you're good. You can take Vanguard and go to the next company, you know, start a 401k over there. But with me, I keep referencing this. My universal index could be anybody's 401k anytime, any day, dollar for dollar, match for match. Match for match. Yeah. I mean, like I said, check Miss V out. She gives some good content. And like I say, FBA, both of y'all actually go along the lines of doing the same content to a degree. So it will be, you know, good for you to kind of connect with her because when she looks at your channel and she see how you know, break down your videos, and like I said, going live sometime actually helps. And you know it works. But like I said, you know, dealing with your job, can you take that with you? And like I said, dollar for dollar, I go at anybody. My universal life insurance will match. I mean, will beat anybody's 401k any single day. Any IRA, I'll beat it. Due to the fact the government only allows you to put so much money into your 401k, 20,500 each year. I could put 20,500 1 month into my 401k and I'll be good, you know. So when it comes down to it, I'm getting a return anywhere from 5 to 7% interest on my money in my universal life insurance. 5 to 7%, depending on, you know, the company, 5 to 7%, you know, compared to you putting it in your 401k. And me and Alonzo, we talk about this all the time. I tell them, hey, I go against anybody. I could put 20,000 each month into my life insurance. I can't do that in my 401k. You know, I could take money out just like I could do a 401k, pay it back. Let's say I don't pay it back and try to take my money all at one time, I'll get penalized. You know, my life insurance, I'm just saying, man, I'm done with this. I don't even want this life insurance no more. Man, this crap suck. If I do that with my 401k, I'm getting penalized at least about half of that money. If I say, man, I'm done with this life insurance, I don't want this no more, I'm getting the money I put into it, the cash value. Now, if it gets to a degree, if I do a term or something like that, and I go within a stint of time, hey, I get all that money in that policy. You know, there's life insurance. I mean, Lonzo can, further more let you know than me, but you can do a 10-year term. I forgot the rate it is and how it's, kind of worked in, but basically you can do that policy and treat it like a whole life to once it hit 10 years, you could just sit back and the money will constantly keep rotating. That's what they call infinite banking. You know, I have a policy set up. Once I get it to a certain length of time, hey, keep going. But when it comes down to it, like I say, having things set up, it benefits you, benefits the family. You know, knowing what you want to do, how you want to do it, that's the key. And like I said, check out Women in Linux. Great channel. Was over there, like I said, chopping it up with those ladies. And great channel. Great channel. So go ahead and hit that copy right there and put it over in the chat so people can go look at that. And, great channel. I like their channel. They always have good formative information. It's basically a tech channel, but to the degree they have topics, they discuss and talk about. Great channel. Lonzo, another channel I talk about as well. Go check Lonzo out. Lonzo has a great channel as well when it comes down to life insurance, when it comes down to savings. Excuse me. When it comes down to you being informed, like I said, okay, yes. Hold on, what Bluetooth? Oh, yeah, my two Bluetooths. Sorry about that. I just got a text about the party for the 4th. I need to bring my Bluetooth speakers. I actually need to go charge those things up. I buy stuff and don't even hardly use it anymore. It's crazy. But latest and greatest. All right. Let's go ahead and get over here and snatch up one of Lonzo's videos so I can share it to you guys.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Slow it down. But like I say, staying informed, man.
Yeah.
All right, Lonzo.
Yeah. It's your.
I guess I want me to share that video. So yo. I'm about to share this video. But, like I said, Lonzo's another channel I watch. Great information. He actually touched on the video about retirement. And I might just go ahead and put that in the chat for people that want to go look at that right after this. About 9 days ago on the live. Retirement planning. I could just do a little sneak peek to get y'all over here, get you enticed, to get you to go over there, look at some of the video.
Daniel Taylor.
No, Lonzo, you be playing music, man. I can't play music over here, man. They be flagging over here, man. No, they be flagging, man. All right, there we go.
So SCP IRAs offer this additional benefit for your business, right? They're flexible and you can decide when to contribute to the plans since fixed annual contributions are not required. Thus, your contributions can go along with your business objectives. Now, obviously, the right plan, determining the right plan, and again, this is a brochure. So it's kind of a sales tactic, but that's why you have someone who's licensed to actually go over it with you and kind of break down a little bit here, a little bit there. You see what I'm saying? So, in determining which plan is right for your business, you want to consider the following. Again, if you're an only employee, for example, if your earnings are $100K, a SEP IRA allows you to contribute up to $25,000 and consider a Solo Plus plan, which is a 401k plan. So you see it has pictures of old people here. But a single premium deferred annuity is best to use when you're young, right? Because what you do is you put the money away, and it's a large lump sum of money. Let's say you're young and you're balling. And I don't know, you come up on 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, $200,000. So, the beauty of a single premium deferred annuity is that it provides your clients with stability and growth to guide them to their retirement goals. Oh, yeah, so this is actually for producer use only. This isn't supposed to be seen by you, the public. But so there's guaranteed interest. Your clients can choose a guaranteed period for the initial current interest rate of 1, 3, or 6 years. The more money they deposit, the higher the interest rate will be based on 4 distinct rate bands. Flexible access to money. Although surrender charges diminish to 0 after 6 years from policy issue, clients have access to the policy value at a 10% free withdrawal provision after the first policy year. A full waiver of surrender charges is available with terminal illness, confinement, benefit, or upon the owner's death. Your principal guarantee. Your client's principal is protected with a single premium deferred annuity. If your client decides to terminate the policy before the surrender charge period, we guarantee that your client will receive every dollar of initial investment or cash surrender value, whichever is greater, adjusted for previous withdrawals. So the issue ages are 0 to 85, and the minimum deposit.
All right. And with that being, oh dang, I didn't kill the other mute. Yeah, sorry for that. Yep, but with that being said, thanks to everybody that came in on the live. Yeah, should have killed. Next time I'm gonna do that. It's 10:05, so the next person's up in the live-a-thon at 10. So for the most part, like I say to people, shout out to everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? Coming in on the chat, coming in and, listening to this good content. And like always, you know what I say, people, when we get into the videos and we work it out, the next person should be William C. I actually don't have his link to put in the chat, and I didn't see him pull up, but he's the next person in the live-a-thon from 10 to 11. But like I always say at the end of every video, shout out to everybody that came through, and most of all, okay, so there's the link right here. Like I always say, next time we here and we gone. Shout out to everybody. Get your life together. Worry about your retirement. Save your money. Let's go.